Shoot down, shoot down. All your shit's down. Radio, all your friends. The war is on again. Shoot down, shoot down, shoot down. Mountain glaciers recalling. You scattered through the time I said. Sat down again. Pick it back up just to win. Sat down again. Pick it back up. You'll never win. You'll never win. You'll never win. You'll never win. Shoot out, shoot the lights out. Maybe they won't see us now. Under cover of darkness, run. They won't find us again. Shoot out, shoot out, shoot out. The mountain glaciers with your scattering through the time I sat down again. Pick it back up just to end. Step down again. Pick it back up. You'll never win. You'll never win. You'll never win. You'll never win.
Mind. Handmade Italian sandwiches, flatbreads, and our signature Caesar salad. Starting at $9.99 and all fresh pronto at Olive Garden.
It's morning. Such thus alas into you.
Indubitably. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Noah in the morning. Oh, yeah. It's Tuesday. That means I'm back yet again here on the morning show, allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is 10 a.m. I don't know where these Olive Garden commercials are coming from. This is out of control. Olive Garden, shut the fuck up, would you, for 5 seconds? I'm trying to do a radio show here. Where is the Olive Garden? Someone help me. Please help me here. I don't know what's going on. This is bizarro. How do I make it stop? Okay, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, I guess we're not going to talk about that today. All right. Son of a bitch. Leave everything, close everything except the police blotter. That's what I find is a winning strategy here on Noah in the morning. All right. I digress. I am here. I have my mustache, as promised, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to turn the Skype on here. You can give us a call anytime during the show at 716-402-4218. There it is. All right. We're live here on YouTube, also on the Destiny Media Player, which I promise you has the ultimate in all Western New York radio sound quality and experience. Here we go. Today we're kicking it off with a little Cosmic Shakedown behind us here. Very cool stuff from their album Fake American Dream. At least they didn't call it Fake Dream American. That would be a bummer. So back again today. I have been deputized, I'd like to point out. There we go. Can you see that on camera? Yes. Noah is now officially a member of law enforcement. You can see this is a very official badge. This says cop right here. Okay, so everybody just be careful. I got the mustache. I got the badge. I don't have the outfit on anymore, but I did. Oh, sometimes you look at Facebook and it's just depressing. You know what I mean? People dying. Jim Kelly has cancer. Jesus. Well, our heart goes out to Jimbo. Hope he's okay. It's a bright note to start the show on today. I'll tell you what's even more fun than that is learning about who's been arrested. I like to start off the show by going through the police blotter a little bit. And it's funny because now doing the show Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's been a whole weekend since we last did it. Some interesting stories. Some interesting things have popped up. I'll tell you, you people in Western New York, you're fucked. You're all fucked in the head. Wait, no, not all of you. Oh, okay, let's just backtrack on that a little bit. Not all of you. You listen to the show, you're good. You're a good person. I like you. The criminals in Western New York come up with some interesting strategies. Let's start with Westfield. Now, if you don't know where Westfield is, it's a tiny little hamlet, Chautauqua County. Now, I'm from Chautauqua County, so I like to talk about criminals in Chautauqua County because I've been a criminal in Chautauqua County. Nothing bad. Come on, it's all for personal use. This from Westfield. And this guy was really on one. I mean, he kept just one-upping the situation. Let's see. He set fire to a relative's car following a family dispute. He threw gasoline on a woman identified as his aunt, and he barricaded himself in the basement of a relative's home and had a standoff with police. Fantastic. No one injured, we should point out. Everybody's okay. The guy was eventually peacefully taken into custody there by Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputies. But you don't see standoffs in Westfield a lot. Small, quiet village. Welch's used to be down there. Of course, they left the bastards so they can go fuck themselves. Still a lot of grapes down there, though. Concord grapes, if you're familiar with the Fredonia area, not far from there. Good deal. All right, let's see. Next up, a woman from Depew. Weekends in jail is her sentence after embezzling $90,000 from a youth hockey club. Now, at first blush, this may seem like she got off a little bit easy here. 90 grand. What's a 90 grand for, you ask? Gambling. Now, apparently, she had a gambling addiction and embezzled around $90,000 from a youth hockey club, for which she served as treasurer. The Depew Saints Hockey Club. It's a youth hockey club. She was treasurer, and apparently she had one bank account that was like a legit bank account, and another bank account that was like the Seneca bank account, okay? She was soliciting donations, getting people to send money in, and then she's putting it in the fake bank account and then going to the ATM, going up to the slots, Seneca, Niagara, free drinks still. Hey, I tell you, don't go to the Canadian side. No smoking, no free drinks. What the fuck? That's not even a casino anymore if you can't gamble with your life. I don't want to gamble on your slots. Those odds suck. Gamble on life. Well, in any event, over a period of several years, I think she embezzled 90 grand from this youth hockey club. She got weekends in jail because, well, she repaid it. This is brilliant. Now, if you're going to embezzle, $90,000 from a youth hockey club, which is a pretty scummy thing to do. You want to save about $5,000, maybe 10, so you can walk into the casino at any time if you get busted. Put it all on red, right? So, okay, if you're a gambler, you love this because now everything's on the line. You walk up to the table, you put it all on red. Either you win and you repay it and you get weekends in jail. You lose, it's gone. You get a lot more jail time. But apparently the judge was also affected by several letters he had received. A company that was aware of the conviction but had offered her a job. Letters from her 3 children, including from her oldest son, who's a member of the Depew School Board. I just want to check any other bank accounts the Depew School Board has there. And also the Jewish Family Service of Buffalo and Erie County, a wonderful organization that also had tried to help her with her gambling problem. It's a long, tragic story. Husband had a brain injury training for the Depew Police Department, but the judge says that's no excuse. Okay, you still got to have some jail time, so we're giving you weekends in jail. Now, how does this work? I'd be interested in the logistics of this. Every weekend, you got to go back to Attica. Hello, I'm back. Hey, Jim, how you doing? All right. Keep the cell warm for me? Sure did. We got a bucket of shit in there for you. You can hang out with it this weekend. All righty. It's got to make the other inmates sort of jealous. You stroll in Friday night. Hey, yeah, had a couple cocktails. Whew, I'm ready for the cot. And then what? Sunday night, you just get up and, okay, ready to go to work. See ya. Been real. Hey, thanks, Sanchez, for smuggling that shit in your ass. Made my weekend fly. Whew. Barely remember it. And you stroll out of jail. That's it. Weekends in jail. Fantastic. Okay. A teachable moment here. 2 Lockport men arrested in theft of aluminum. Michael Palladino, 31, and Robert Troutwine, 57, both of Price Street in Lockport, but from separate addresses. Okay, so neighbors. They've been hanging out. They've both been charged with 5th-degree criminal possession of stolen property and petty larceny. The theft Saturday of a quantity of aluminum from the Super Walmart construction site. Oh, scrappers. I'll tell you a story. This actually goes back to the founder of All Western New York Radio, Mr. Scott Leffler. Very good friend. When I first started doing the Noah's Ark show, and this is back the better part of 10 years ago in Niagara Falls, one day we got a new dryer, okay? Clothes dryer. Gas-powered, everything like that. Took the old one, unhooked it all, and got the new one all hooked up, brought it outside. I just wrapped up the show, and I said, Scott, can you help me carry this out to the curb? I'm going to put this out for the trash tomorrow. Sure, no problem. We carried it out to the curb, walked back to my door, and in the span of, I kid you not, 15 or 20 seconds, scrappers were on the scene, had dismantled the entire washing machine, and taken every piece of it, and it was gone. Completely gone. 15, 20 seconds, tops. We walked back out, and we looked, and it was gone. Leffler shakes his head and says, it's Niagara Falls, man. Well, Lockport, apparently, anywhere in Niagara County, the metal is not safe. So lock up your tin foil, lock up your fillings. I hope you've got the thing in there. You know that thing? That's German. Never mind. But aluminum, I don't get the aluminum. I mean, if it's a Super Walmart, don't they have some copper over there? Something tells me these guys have already taken all of the copper in Niagara County that's available. I mean, forget about Niagara Falls. All those abandoned houses are just full of old, beautiful copper. And the scrappers just get in there and rip it out, and, pipes burst and houses flood. Who cares? We got, $27 worth of copper here. Okay, and finally, our best blotter story. A 27-year-old Derby man was charged with trying to flee from a New York State police vehicle after being arrested for drunken driving. A southbound lane of the Niagara Thruway near downtown Buffalo about 10:30 p.m. Sunday. Ouch. Came down for the tourney, did you? Big mistake trying to get out of the car. Alex C. Vogel was facing driving while intoxicated charges after he was pulled over after allegedly driving erratically. Now, again, teachable moment. Vogel gets into the car. He's under arrest. He's done. It's over. And he tries to get out of the car. He unbuckled his seatbelt. Why he wasn't cuffed, I have no idea. Great job, troopers there. Unbuckled his seatbelt, scuffled with the trooper, quickly subdued, hopefully tased. I don't know, doesn't say, but I would assume he was tased or subdued with some kind of non-lethal method. And see, now this is why you don't try to get out. You don't scuffle. You have zero chance of escape. You are not going to escape this situation once the troopers have you. They are Nazis. They have refined their methods of torture and subjugation over years and years, hundreds and millions of years of perfecting what it is to be a horrible person. And I say this as a member of law enforcement, so don't get angry with me. Once you try to get out of the car, and as I've said, zero chance that you're going to succeed. Once you try to get out, they're going to give you every charge that they could possibly imagine in their crazy Nazi minds. And this is exactly what happened to Mr. Vogel. In addition to the DWI charge, let's go down the list. We've got charges of obstructing governmental administration. That's just basically you unbuckled the seatbelt. They get you on that one. Refusal to take a breath test. That's a good one. They're going to get you one way or another. You can refuse the breath test. It doesn't matter. They make it so much worse for you if you refuse the test. Failing to use four-way flashers when needed. This means he didn't put his flashers on when they pulled him over. No one ever puts their flashers on when you get pulled over. They could give you a ticket for that anytime they pull you over. They never do because you didn't try to escape. In this case, he did, so he gets the four-way flashers. Driving on the shoulder, okay, obviously would have let him skate on that one with the DWI because the driving on the shoulder is the whole reason they pulled him over. Well, it turns out you can be charged for that, too, making an unsafe lane change. People, again, you could be charged with an unsafe lane change at any point in your life. You don't even have to be driving. I could be charged with an unsafe lane change right now, sitting here in my radio studio. I don't even have car keys on me. I'm on the 3rd floor. I couldn't get to a car in 5 minutes. And having illegal window tint. Oh, see, now they were really, really digging. Like, there's got to be something else in this car we can get them. Ooh, I think the air pressure on that back tire is a little low. You know, no, it's actually not. Shit. Okay, what's that? Oh, the tint. There we go. That tint's a little dark there, boy. I'm going to get you for that one, too. Okay, Vogel. Nice work, my friend. He just gave it his all. You know, he wanted freedom. And he's got it now, but, man, that's going to be rough. It's going to be just a long, brutal haul for him in court. We'll follow the struggles of Vogel. We'll see how it goes. As I said, Cosmic Shakedown in the background today. It's about time that we go full volume with these guys, give you a couple tracks that you can enjoy without me talking over it like an idiot. This next song is called High Noon, Cosmic Shakedown. Today's band of the day, Noah in the Morning. It's 10:17.
When you come in from the night, your face tells a story, but you ain't saying a word. I just want to know what to keep from me. I need to know your word. There is a bell that echoes loud throughout the streets. Like a ghost town, lonely, you know we wait. And here we wait, begging for the beat. one in the back is restless and nowhere anywhere. Nobody tries to speak. Live in your fairy tale, my dear, but there are secrets here that no one can keep. Say what I don't know, kill me. It'll kill me in 1,000 ways. I don't need to talk you no more, no. 'Cause I just drag my fist right across this bed. Justified and told away. It's pain, you can never know. Now, what's it because of the rope I fell? Tell me, baby, tell me, did I let go? Did I let go? Yeah! Testified and torn away. It's pain you can never know. Now, was it because of the rope I fell? Oh, tell me, baby, tell me, did I let go? Did I let go? Yeah! Did I let go? Did I let go? Did I let go?
Kung Fu is so cool!
Hey George, let me tell you about this new place.
What place is that there, Noah?
Oh, it's got the most amazing food.
Really?
Yeah!
What's the name of this damn
It's
place?
called Kung Food.
You mean Kung Fu?
Oh yeah, the place we went an hour ago.
Holy shit! You know, I was wondering what the fuck the place was called. Kung Fu is so cool!
I got 3 things to say about Kung Food.
3?
Number 1, the food is good and cheap. Number 2, bubble tea. Okay,
Bubble tea.
Enough said.
Yes,
Number
baby.
3,
Hot
George.
chicks, man. Hot fucking chicks.
Chicks, man.
Chicks. Kung Fu is so cool!
You just look for the delicious food and smell the delicious hotties.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, woo-wee! Kung Fu is so cool!
going on down my way. I had so much wanted to do, but nothing to say. I rolled down the old road, I know. I can't seem to get out of here to find my own. Well, I'm feeling 45 and frail. Come baby down my way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna be somebody someday. No, it's true. No, it's true, baby. Love has come down to rescue you. Been on the road all day. You're gonna be somebody someday. No, it's true. No, it's true, baby. Love has come down to rescue you. No, it's true, baby. Love has come down to rescue you. Who's the one that you wanna leave go all alone in need? Who's the one that you wanna leave go all alone in need? This old train to take me far away. I have nothing to do but so much to say. Well, I paved this path all by myself. Maybe someday you will come in and we'll go away. Well, I'm feeling so free. Come on, baby, be with me. You're gonna be somebody someday. No, it's true. No, it's true, baby. Love is coming down to rescue you. Been on the road all day. You're gonna be somebody someday. No, it's true. No, it's true, baby. Love has come down to rescue you. You know it's true, baby. Love has come down to rescue you. Who's the one that you wanna leave your all alone in need? Who's the one that you wanna leave your all alone in need? Who's the one that you wanna leave your all alone in need?
All right. Today's band, Cosmic Shakedown. That from their album Fake American Dream. That song was called Rusty Tracks. Before the break there, another tune from Cosmic Shakedown called High Noon. Very cool band, Cosmic Shakedown. I encourage you to check them out. Let's see, they're on the Facebooks. You can go to facebook.com/Cosmic Shakedown. Let's learn about them, shall we? Cosmic Shakedown made up of Larry Gartley on bass and vocals, Shay Rain on drum and vocals, Harold Pollinger on keys and vocals, and T-Money on the guitar and the vocals. Fantastic. A lot of reviews on here. They've got some quality press out there. And as you can hear, really, really cool band. You can also check out some videos of them on YouTube. If you're so inclined and you like video, go check out Cosmic Shakedown. Cool band. Okay. It's time to activate the Skype. It's time to call the one and only Mr. Jean Ben. I don't know if Mr. Jean Ben is available today, though. We're going to try him.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
We've missed Mr. Jean Ben today. That's all right. Let's call Mr. Tommy Loop and see if he wants to talk some sports. If not, we're just going to keep going down my contact list, calling everybody I know. Tommy Loop, Tommy Loop. Trust me, I know how great of radio this is as an expert in radio. Me calling people that don't answer their phones.
Your call has been forwarded.
Wow, nobody wants to talk to Noah today. All right, well, we're going to talk sports anyway. Apparently some discussion about getting rid of the point after try in football. Now, this is interesting because the point after attempt, if you're a football fan, is probably one of the low points of the game. It's almost automatic. I think in the past couple of years it's averaged around 99.5, 99.6% success rate. I mean, that's nearly guaranteed. Bills kickers, if you're interested, over the past 30 years have made 98.7%. So pretty good. Of course, including Ryan Lindell, who only ever missed one in his entire career, which was blocked. Well, now the New England Patriots, who I despise, actually have had a pretty good idea here. They've submitted an official proposal to the league to have the extra point line of scrimmage moved back from the 2-yard line to the 25-yard line. Okay, so what is essentially a 20-yard field goal now, which is a gimme, would now become about a 43-yard field goal. And as every Buffalo Bills fan knows, a 43-yarder is no gimme. Can easily sail, I'm not going to say the dreaded words, but it could be off target. Let's just say that. Okay. I think this is an interesting proposal here. 43 yards, your success rate is not going to be 95%, 99%, maybe not even 90. It's going to drop down to, 65, 70%. Now, this is a point where the point after will actually have a significant impact on the game, which is what we need. But the problem that I have with this is if you're the NFL and you want to have special teams have more of an impact on the game, then why the kickoff rule? I mean, they've essentially moved the kickoff point up far enough so that every kickoff is now a touchback, unless your kicker's Ryan Lindell and he has the weakest leg in the history of football. Everybody else is just booming it right out the back of the end zone. I mean, they don't even have to try. It's crazy. Very rare that you're seeing kickoffs be returned at this point. And when they are, it's guys bringing them out from 8 yards deep in the end zone, and they get tackled on the 15. And then their coach reams them out, and they never do it again. Hopefully, or they get cut. I mean, the kickoff is a great way for special teams to have an impact on the game. A kickoff return for a touchdown, incredibly exciting. Really improves the quality of the game experience. The point after, everybody gets up and takes a piss at the point after. It's worthless. But kickoffs have now become the same thing. So how are you going to make the point after now relevant again when you've already made the kickoff irrelevant? Just get rid of the kickoff. If that's the goal, really just have everybody start at the 20, because that's basically what's happening anyway, except in the case, as I mentioned, of the idiot who brings it out from too far and ends up getting stopped before the 20. Now, this is a real problem, the point after, in any event, and the NFL is going to do something about it. There's all kinds of ideas here. Let's see. There's been discussion they might just get rid of it. Just give you 7 points for a touchdown. That's it. That creates a number of problems, though. Statistically, comparing historic stats against, any stats after that, it's going to be apples and oranges. You're not looking at the same thing anymore. Now, and fantasy would have huge impact on fantasy football, which I know sounds sort of irrelevant, but fantasy's become a huge part of the NFL fan base, and people love fantasy football. It's been a boon for the NFL. You have to admit, even though they don't officially sanction it or anything like that, for them it's been huge. Fantasy, that would be impacted enormously by having a touchdown be worth 7 points. Does that mean your quarterback gets 7 points where it used to be 6? The whole game changes right there. I know it's only 1 point, but those points add up a lot when you have all these different players and all these different teams. Let's see, another option, moving the extra point line of scrimmage forward to the 1-yard line. And that would, of course, entice coaches to try to go for the 2-point conversion more often, right? I don't know. Most teams can punch it in from the 1 yard pretty easily, but it strikes me there's one team that seems to never quite be able to punch it in from there. I don't know why, when all you do is draft a running back in the first round every year. Let's see. So you could have the point after kicked from where the ball crossed the goal line. That would be interesting. Or you could have the point after tried from where the touchdown was produced. And that's problematic. I guess there has to be a cap on that. If you throw an 80-yard touchdown, you can't kick the point after from the 20-yard line. Nobody's going to kick a 97-yard field goal. There's got to be some kind of a restriction on that. So, but basically what I'm saying is everything's on the table here. That the point after is a big problem, and they're going to do something about it. But as I said, if you're going to fix the point after, fix the kickoff, because it wasn't broken before, and you changed it. Now it's one of the most boring parts of the game. Booming it out of the back of the end zone every time. It's terrible. But I guess not a point-producing place. The NFL's not as concerned about it. I think it's going to go one way or the other. Either they're going to get rid of the stupid new kickoff distance, or perhaps they get rid of the kickoff altogether and just have everybody start at the 20. Either way, I think makes sense, but I would prefer to see the kickoff remain a part of the game. And move it back. Move it back so there's more returns, there's more action. Kickoffs are really exciting. It used to be one of the most exciting parts of the game. But, of course, it's all your scrubs going out there and guys that are fighting for roster spots, your depth players going out there smashing it up. Some guys were able to make a living in this. Steve Tasker of Buffalo, of course, one of the all-time greats at being a special teams gunner. And there are some fantastic gunners to watch in the league now, but that job's been pretty much made irrelevant. Why not bring that back? Bring it back. It's exciting. Except for the whole Kevin Everett situation. Now, there is that. Injury percentages on kickoff returns, fairly high, I believe. And some of them could be horrible, as in the case of Kevin Everett, which was an absolutely, absolutely terrible injury. Let's talk Bills as long as we're talking about the Bills. According to Doug Whaley, the Bills did not try to sign Michael Vick. This is funny. They asked him, Michael Vick, did you have any conversations with his agent before he signed with the Jets? Michael Vick, now New York Jet. That's pretty funny. Was there anything there? Whaley said no. We are totally secure with our quarterback position. We're all in with EJ and with Thad and Dennis Dixon and Jeff Toole. I believe you even mentioned them by name. We're really excited with what we bring to the table at that position. We didn't venture into that subject. Now, let me ask you this, people. The Bills had tried to sign Michael Vick as a backup starter, whatever the conversation, it's irrelevant. Don't you think Doug Whaley would answer that question the exact same way, no matter what? Do you think Michael Vick's going to come out and say, oh, yeah, the Bills, they were hot and heavy for me, man. They wanted it bad. No, of course not. Reported all along that the Bills were going hot and heavy after Michael Vick. Whaley denies it. I'm not calling Doug Whaley a liar, but general managers of football teams have been known to mislead the public in times of need. And the times of plenty are few and far between for the Buffalo Bills. So, I'm fine with it if he tried to sign Michael Vick, and he lied about it. Good job. I like Whaley. I like him better than Buddy Nix, anyway. Although Buddy's still technically a part of the the organization, so if we ever want to get him on the phone, you know, all you have to do is call him. You just call up the Bills front office and say, hey, this is General Manager John Flansburgh of the Giants. New York Giants? No. They might be Giants. That's me. Calling to speak with Buddy Nix. Got an interesting trade I want to talk to him about. Buddy Nix picks up the phone immediately because he's bored, and he's just sitting at home, you know, probably shooting heroin. That's what I imagine Buddy does in his retirement. You know, a lot of golf, a lot of heroin, a lot of tangerines. Yeah, and driving around in his golf cart. Why not, dude? If you're all looped up on heroin, you got all that golf around you, just get crazy. Okay, a lot went into this interview here with Doug Whaley. Let's get back on track. He was asked about Deshaun Jackson and said, well, we're pretty secure with our wide receivers now, but we would do our due diligence on anybody that we think can make us better. I love that answer because it's not an answer. I love the non-answer of Doug Whaley. He's getting better. He's getting better. I think in the beginning, Doug Whaley would be asked questions like that, and he would answer them honestly, and he's learned his lesson. I think Buddy and Russ Brandon pulled him aside and said, look, just don't answer. Say something. You give them a long answer with a lot of, you know, homespun wisdom and, you know, fun sound bites and things that they could put in the papers, but don't answer any questions ever. Have you ever seen a presidential press conference? Down to a science they have this. So Michael Vick, Now, they did follow up by asking if he might consider upgrading at the backup quarterback position and if that might unsettle E.J. Manuel. And he said we wouldn't do it unless they knew they were coming in as a backup and as a mentor to E.J. So it'd have to be the right fit. They would have to come in knowing their slot. Now, if the Bills had any discussion with Michael Vick, I think that's probably where it ended, right there. If they said, you know, we'd love to sign you, but it's going to be as a backup. EJ is our starter. He'd say, okay, I'll tell him, got other teams. Let's see. This is a good one. Did you have any discussions about bringing back Ryan Fitzpatrick? Response from Doug Whaley? No. No. Mm-mm. Not a non-answer there. Doug Whaley unequivocal. No. Could he have followed that up with, that's the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard? You really are from Canada, aren't you, you moron? Ryan Fitzpatrick. Look, Ryan Fitzpatrick's not coming back. No one wants him back. If you want him back, that's it, you're done. You're done. You've purged yourself from the land of the sane. I'm not saying you wouldn't be a good backup, be a great backup, be a great mentor to E.J. Manuel, but you can't bring back the Fitz magic to Buffalo. That's the kind of move that Buffalo has made in the past that has kept us out of the playoffs for all these damn years. Okay, of course we talked about safety. They talked about safety with Doug Whaley. Would you look for a free agent safety? And he said, well, of course we'll look at any player that we think might make us better, as they say about everybody, but they're happy with the safety position, apparently. We've got Denoris Searcy there, Duke Williams, Jonathan Meeks, a couple of guys they drafted recently, and then Aaron Williams, of course, signed to a long-term extension. A guy drafted as a corner, ended up fitting in better at safety, and now he's actually played really well last year at safety. We finished out Fake American Dream, by the way, so we're going to listen to some Gorilla Punch right now. No idea if these guys are still alive or they're around or what they're doing. Incidentally, on one of the videos on YouTube, someone commented, hey, Noah, I'm still alive, but I'm in Saudi Arabia. I have no idea who that guy is. God bless you. You're doing God's work over there, I assume, in Saudi Arabia. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who you are. Did I talk about you? I don't know. Was that a question? Are you in one of the bands? Can you just... A comment like that digs into my brain like a worm, and it just lives in there for years. I just try to figure out, who is this guy? And I'm terrible with names, people. I can never remember shit like this. You gotta give me more information. Why are you in Saudi Arabia? Who are you? How do I know you? Why are you in Saudi Arabia? Why are you in the kingdom? What's going on over there? Are you a Are you an oil man? An oil man? I think maybe he's an oil man. In any event, back to our Doug Whaley interview. He was asked if Keith Rivers and Brandon Spikes, 2 free agent linebackers the Bills signed, were at the top of their free agent list, and he said, oh, yes, they were at the very top of the list. Number 1 and number 2. That's why we signed them. And every other player we signed were the next in line after them. There is no one that we wanted that we did not sign. We did not want Jarius Byrd. He is too good for us. Well, the Bills' linebacker situation actually looks pretty good. Bills need a strong draft. You know, really, the free agency is not the way to fix a team, and I like the fact that Doug Whaley realizes that. You need to draft well, and then you need to keep those players. Of late, the Bills doing better at drafting, still not doing too good at keeping those players. That's the problem. I mean, they keep the ones that are sort of under the radar, the ones they can get for good value, the Aaron Williams that we just mentioned. But the guys who are really standout players, Pro Bowlers, all-pro kind of guys that can lead you to a Super Bowl, they let walk left and right because they just won't shell out the money. They won't overpay for players that they drafted. The problem is that someone always will always overpay. And that's what's happening. I don't know where you draw that line if you're the Buffalo Bills. I agree. Jarius Byrd's contract is insane that he got with the Saints. There's no way that the Bills would have paid him anywhere near what the Saints paid him. So is that where you draw the line? What the hell am I talking about? No, I just lost my train of thought completely. All right, Mike Evans. It's Noah in the train wreck. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. 10:46 a.m. That means this show is almost over. Thank God. I am just crashing and burning. But it's a pleasure to be here. It's 10:46. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It's a fantastic day. It's technically spring here in Buffalo, hence my gorgeous mustache. However, it's negative 20 degrees outside right now. I think we're expecting about 18 to 24 inches of snow throughout the day today. Of course, the world has not seemed to notice any of that, so good luck. Good luck out there, people. Okay. Mike Evans, there's some speculation the Bills might be going for Mike Evans with the 9th overall selection in the NFL draft. A big, crazy circus catch kind of wide receiver, which is what the Bills need. Well, they got a great slot guy in Stevie Johnson, but he's, besides the fact that he's a total douche, he's no number 1. You know, Woods a very solid player, probably a great number 2. And Stevie probably a great number 3. Yeah, that's what I said. They still need a number 1, though, and that's the hard thing. So maybe the draft is the way to go for that kind of a player. On Mike Evans. You know, bust rate on wide receivers pretty high as well as quarterbacks. And, you know, the jury's definitely still out on EJ, but you've got to get him as many weapons as you possibly can at this point. Oh, boy, and the Facebook is continuing to depress me. I know Jim Kelly has cancer. You know what? My heart goes out to Jim Kelly, but there's a lot of people who have cancer, folks. I appreciate that you want to support Jimbo and everything, and I support him, and my heart goes out to him. But settle the fuck down. You know, there's a lot of people with cancer out there. And these poor people are suffering and dying without you posting memes about them every 5 seconds. Without you supporting them in any way. Kind of a slap in the face, that's all I'm saying. Okay? What else do we have going on today? Not too much. Quiet day here at All West New York Radio. I hope it's a nice quiet day for you too, folks. Thank you so much for listening. Noah in the morning. And we're checking out some Gorilla Punch right now. We had these guys on the Arc a while back. I think you can go into our podcast archives and find them. Great interview with these guys. Salt of the earth gentlemen. Let's see if we can find out if they're still around. Gorilla Punch. Well, it's not a good sign that there's no Facebook for them. I think this might have been long enough ago that we had them on in the MySpace era. And I don't know if you've checked recently, but there is nothing on MySpace now except for robots. Fembots. Oh, here we go. Gorilla Punch. No, I don't think this is them. This is a different Gorilla Punch. All right, well, if you want to check out a different band named Gorilla Punch, go to facebook.com/GorillaPunchBand. Yeah, these are definitely not the guys. MySpace era. I don't know what to tell you, folks. All right. Let's hear some Gorilla Punch while we're at it. No, in the morning. It is 10 minutes to 11.
Are you forever, or just a touch of rain? Or are you a servant? Every night for holding your head down, holding your head down, holding your head down, holding your head sitting in the king's seat, holding your head down. Everybody you meet, holding your head down, holding your head down, holding your head down, holding your head down, holding your head down.
All right, Gorilla Punch. We got a caller here. Mr. Jean Ben, welcome to the show, my friend.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Everybody.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I tried to make fried noodles. I've seen the wife do it before. You know, it doesn't seem that difficult, right?
Fried noodles? What do you mean by fried noodles?
Like, you know, I had like spaghetti.
Yeah.
And then there's like extra cooked spaghetti with no sauce on it. So I decided to like make them fried, you know, like fried noodles.
How are you frying them?
I don't know. See, I put them in a pan with some butter, but that didn't do it.
I would think that would do it.
Maybe I didn't cook them long enough.
Oh.
Son of a bitch. So, what's going on?
Not too much. We were just going to talk about Judge Joe Brown. Did you hear about Judge Joe Brown?
Yeah, I heard he got arrested, right?
Yes, he was arrested and sentenced to 5 days in jail after he lost his temper and incited a near riot while representing a client in a child custody case in Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, you know if you Google that, I just Googled Judge Joe Brown, and the top result, the top results tagline is possibly more insulting and more like of a hit to his ego than the entire probably incident. Listen, TV's Judge Joe Brown jailed by real judge after courtroom argument.
Oh, that's harsh.
I know.
I'm just surprised that he's qualified to actually practice law in any state. I mean, I know it's Tennessee, but wow.
Right? You don't think you don't think someone of his background would have any clout.
Right. I mean,
below the Mason-Dixon.
The guy is a TV personality, let's be honest. He is not a real judge. But apparently he does have some legal credentials. He showed up in this Memphis court to represent a client in a child custody case. But he was asked to leave. They said they had no record of the case. And he just apparently lost his mind and went completely berserk. He started motherfucking the judge and calling him a piece of shit. He refused to calm down. The judge had him thrown in jail for contempt for 5 days.
Wow. Boy, you better hope that nobody he TV sent to jail is in that jail, or else.
I don't think he has the power to actually incarcerate anybody, does he? That'd be frightening if he did.
Would he have the power to do? You think so? You think some guy was like, you know what? I mean, someone's friend was like, bro, you need to get an attorney. He's like, all right. And he calls Judge Joe Brown. The guy's like, I didn't mean that. You probably should get a real attorney. He's like, no. I've seen this guy on TV. He knows what he's doing.
He's a badass.
Speaking of TV judges and TV attorneys and stuff,
yes.
You know what I learned in my years working at the courthouse?
What's that?
Attorneys like Salino and Barnes and like William Matar and stuff,
yeah,
like, you know, from this area, are totally looked down upon by like real attorneys.
Oh yeah, they're the ambulance chasers, man.
Yeah, like I remember once William Matar did somebody's real estate closing, which is so stupid.
Absolutely.
He shouldn't have been doing that. But like all the other attorneys around there were like, "Ooh, here's the car."
Amazing, those guys can actually practice law.
Four.
Yeah, you just press 4 for a while.
You press 4 and then keep pressing 4 until you hear somebody, and then stop pressing 4 so you can talk to them.
And then hopefully you got a good sensational case, and we're going to hang up on your ass, and you're going to dial 8. You just go up.
You know what's the worst part about that is that another firm looked at that and said, this is what we need to do. Yes. We have to change. We have to get with the times.
Right.
Enough with these randomized phone numbers. One number's the way to go. And if those sons of bitches over there are going to do 4s, fuck them. We'll go double. We'll go 8.
This tells you a lot about the market that those lawyers are really going for. They believe that their potential clients are not intelligent enough to not even remember a 7-digit number. A lot of people might have a problem with that. Not even find a pen and piece of paper to write it down. Not even go to the interwebs or use a phone book. It's like these people are so unintelligent that we need to make our phone number one number, and that's it. If they can't just press number 1 and just hold it down and we just pick up, then just press it over and over and over and over again. 22222222222. Hello, we're here.
I didn't know how many times to press it, so I just kept pressing it. I bet you there's still people that are like, yo, I just held down, is it 8? That's going to be the next thing. They're going to have to, they're like, is there any way that we could just, you know, have them be in the vicinity of the number on the keypad, near the 8, they can push the 7, the 9.
And what they need to do,
above it.
They've got to make it so you just post an Instagram or a Facebook photo and you tag Salino and Barnes in it, and then they come to you.
Well, you can text them now.
Oh, you can text?
Text 8.
Oh, nice.
Which is ironic because they're like, you know, people should never text and drive. But you can text 8.
They get the text and it's just 8.
8.
I didn't know when to stop, so I just post 8.
I texted 8 to 8 8 times at 8 o'clock.
Right.
So, yeah, that's Joe Brown.
He's a douche.
You know what? Who's the biggest douche on a TV courtroom based
Judge Judy?
Television? Yeah. Yeah, she's a big douche.
Yeah.
She's just a man-hating... What's the opposite of a misogynist?
Ooh.
A misogynist?
Misogynist.
You're either a misogynist or a misogynist. Either you got the meat or you got the vagina. And whichever you have, you hate the apple.
Let's see. Is there any good dirt on Judge Judy?
Oh, I wish she used to be a man or suck dick for coke back in the 70s. I don't care if she's been straight for 30 years. I just want something.
There's nothing on here except for praise.
Accolades and yeah.
Yeah. This is disgusting.
You know why? Because the internet is controlled by women.
By Judge Judy.
You know? She's the Illuminati. And might I add, maybe reptilian.
Ooh, here we go. Former model Patrick Jones at one point was suing. Oh, this is recent. Apparently was suing Judge Judy for more than $500,000, but said she'd be willing to drop the suit if she gets back her Christoffel Renaissance cutlery and Marley china, which Judge Judy's ex-husband, or no, I'm sorry, the friend's ex-husband allegedly sold to the judge without her consent.
So she's in the illegal, what was it? Pottery?
Yeah,
cutlery?
China.
She's in the illegal cutlery ring.
That's it, man. She's all over it. Oh, now we know what gets Judge Judy up in the morning.
Right.
She goes and buys this stolen pottery, sells it probably in South America. That's what I'm thinking.
Of course.
This Patrick Jones, that's a handsome man.
He's a male model, right?
Yeah. That's a good-looking man.
Do you want to hear a funny story about the history of Mr. Jean Ben?
Yes.
My wife, at one time, and by at one time I mean her entire adolescence, was in love with this boy that lived down the street from her, right?
Mm-hmm.
In love with him. Just in love. And, whatever, they never got acquainted with one another.
Okay.
And she went on to meet Mr. Jean Ben.
Right.
And, for whatever reason, have 2 children with me and marry me and my unsuccessful self.
No one can figure it out.
Do you know what he went on to do?
What's that?
Be the poster child for Express clothing. He's on almost all of their commercials, as well as 99% of their big banners that hang in the front of the store.
So you're telling me the 2 men that your wife has ever been interested in, one, a hugely successful male model, 2, you.
One of the most sought-after male models right now. He's on, Express. I think he's on Guess. If you walk by there and see, the kind of, a goofy-haired dude on the Express, I mean, he's been on the commercials, for God's sake.
You consider him a threat?
No.
Why not?
Come on.
Let's say this dude walked into your house and he was like, all right, you know what? I made a mistake. I've always loved you. Let's do this thing. What do you say? What are you going to do? Because this is going to happen.
Well, I'd pretty much say, you know what? How about, the hell with her? How about you take me under your wing? Here, I'm going to send you on the Facebook. I mean, he's beautiful. And his last name is Kennedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Let's look at some pictures here of Mr. Kennedy. So
he's a beefcake, right?
This guy, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. He actually has a similar hair color and complexion to you. You could be this guy. You just need to grow 3 feet and lose 100 pounds. Go into your fake and bake a little bit more often. No, in all honesty, he's a good-looking man. I would consider him a threat if I were you.
Well, you know, I'm a confident man, Noah. I'm confident in my wife's poor judgment. She's consistently made bad decisions when it comes to me. So
yeah, you got her pretty well locked in now, then, huh?
You know, I mean, how does she look? She can't compare to this.
Yeah.
Incoming. He can't. He don't got anything on that. You know?
The most magical thing about this picture, and there's a lot that is magical. Johnny just sent me a picture of when he once appeared on the Ark, wearing nothing but a G-string. Besides the dollar bill that's hanging out of your G-string, the alcohol and like smartphones and cigar cutters all over the table. Here is your poor wife sitting right next to you in this outfit.
Right.
Or lack of
I whittled
outfit.
her down. She's dead on the inside.
That's the look on her face.
About Mr. Express.
That is the look on her face right there. That is dead inside.
You know, I don't gotta worry about him. He'd walk in and she'd be like, well, you know, I don't know.
This is beautiful. Oh boy! On top of that, you're wearing the old like 1965 airport headphones, which I love.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice.
Yeah, everything in this setup is magical. Oh God, I hope I clean that chair.
Did you burn that chair? Oh, and I can see the cuff of your Buffalo Bills windbreaker jacket.
Oh, that's my starter jacket. Yeah, my Bills starter jacket. That thing is legend.
Man.
I gotta say, you've got a very nice skin tone there, Johnny. Nice skin tone, you know.
I got a nice complexion.
Nice complexion.
Stretch marks there.
That's a little bit.
I originally thought those stretch marks were from wrestling. Vic looked at me and she goes, Jesus Christ, look at all those stretch marks. I'm like, those aren't stretch marks, those are handprints from when I was wrestling around with Kyle. And she goes, you were never wrestling around with Kyle. And then I realized I wasn't, and that they were, in fact, stretch marks.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I thought they were battle wounds.
I swear, every time I talk to you on the show, you make me cry. Saying things like that.
I'm whittling you down, too.
I know. I'm dead inside now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Killer.
No, they are indeed stretch marks, but they are some lovely stretch marks, my friend.
I thought they were battle wounds. And you know what? Even as I was saying it, the logic didn't even add up to me. I'm like, they're battle wounds, and my brain was like, you didn't battle. When you were wrestling with Kyle, you weren't wrestling with Kyle.
Didn't happen.
I still floated it out there to see if it was.
Yeah, you gave it a go. Oh boy, it's that first time that you realize that they're stretch marks, though. That's depressing, isn't it? You're like, oh shit.
Oh shit, my body's never gonna look good again. And you know what pisses me off? I've been getting this weight for almost 30 years progressively.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's kind of picked up a bit in pace since carpool, but still, it's been a gradual fattening. She gets pregnant twice, has 2 kids, gets a stomach, and then goes away. In a matter of 9 months, it's not a single stretch mark.
Right.
So where's the justice there?
Well, did she rub like the cocoa butter or whatever it is all over it? That they say that helps with preventing the stretch marks.
She was basically a human basted turkey for 9 months straight.
That's it, man. That's it. She had the discipline.
I should have lotioned more.
Yeah.
If I regret one thing in my life, that I haven't lotioned more.
Me too. Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
And the ironic thing about that is that I don't enjoy lotion while masturbating. It's too slippery.
You like to have the traction there, right? You want to have some friction going on.
Yeah.
Be able to
You want a little you know,
Yeah.
doing a little, what's it called? Resistance.
Yes, that's right. I understand that. I understand. Yeah, if you put lotion on it, you're gonna be there all day, man. We got shit to
You're
do.
gonna be there all day.
Got shit to do, man. This masturbation thing shouldn't take more than
This ain't
30,
the whole
45
day,
seconds.
man.
Yeah. How long does it take you to masturbate?
On average, I'd say maybe about 5 to 8 minutes.
Oh, that's too long. It's too long. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You've
5
got
to 8? Really?
you've got to figure out how to touch your sweet spot a little bit better. Not 30 seconds. That's it. 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
That's all you need. Ain't nobody got time for 5 minutes. That's crazy. Especially if you masturbate like 8 to 10 times a day. That's a lot of time.
Boy, that's taking up most of your day, actually.
Right, that's like an hour.
Hey, speaking of things other than masturbation, but close to it, did you get that other picture I sent you? Officer Hago, he shouldn't have messed with Butch and Marcellus.
Oh, I did.
They're really bad, quick photoshopping, but it's still funny.
It is funny. Oh man.
So let me interview you real quick in the morning.
Okay.
I feel as if your band on what's it called? Saturday really took it to the streets, as it were.
We did. We took it to the people, man.
We took it to the people.
It was a great show there at the Dugout in Lockport. I thought it was in Pendleton. Is that Pendleton or is it Lockport? I can't figure this out.
You know, it's funny. I think it is Pendleton, which is great because, you know, other idiots that are also in that band posted all over Facebook, yo, we never play in Lockport again, but we're doing it. And
we did.
Just on the cusp of Lockport. Nice.
Almost Lockport, but you're just outside the city limits there in Pendleton. Yeah, they listed it at Pendleton. That's why I kept saying Pendleton, and then everybody else with the memes about I wasn't sure. But you're right. I thought that the carpool brought it Saturday at the Dugout there. That was great. Thanks to everybody who came out. Thanks to Sick Boy there with his Nintendo glove. Did you see the video of the dinosaur dance? Oh, my God.
Multiple times I watched it.
Me too. It's fantastic. Oh, it's epic. You know, you and me, we really saved the day, I think. We saved his set.
We save every day, really.
This is what we do. I mean, if there's anything that Kennedy Carpool is known for, it's for supporting other musicians. It's for being beneficial to the community, right?
Yep.
Always being class acts.
Class acts.
Everybody who works with us says, these guys are pros. They know what they're doing. Am I right about that?
They know what they're doing, and they know what they've done.
Mm-hmm. That's
now,
right.
Granted, I have to say that a lot of the times when they know what they're doing, they know that what they're doing is wrong.
Right.
But there's still a knowledge of what has been doing. You know?
Nope. You lost me. So confused.
What kind of hat you wearing today, Noah?
Today I've got on my black season ticket holder hat, actually, with the old school standing red buffalo logo. And I'm also wearing this from the show, my badge. I've got my badge on today. I've decided I'm going to keep the badge on forever. Since I'm now a member of the law enforcement community, I need to make that known.
You do. You really do. Oh, yeah, you're wearing a little yellow hoodie there.
Yeah. Yellow hoodie, too.
Nice. Nice. Hey, you mind bringing that amp head behind you to the next carpool practice? I might need it.
Is your line 6 dead?
Am I what?
Wait, do you have the line 6?
No, that's Kyle. I think it most certainly might be dead.
Oh, really? Tubes?
Well, you know amps don't like to be dropped off the top of an amp.
Yes. But it sounded great after you did that.
What?
But it still sounded great after you did that, I thought.
No, it did, but then it didn't.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Life sometimes not fair, Noah.
I know. Yeah, I actually, I gotta put something behind me here. Don't you think it's sort of weird that you just have this window into my life? You see my amp back there. There's some random things on the shelves and harmonicas and things over here. Gotta get
some harmonicas. What's that? A firebox down there?
Well, that's the box of the firebox. Yeah, but I keep microphones in it now. The firebox itself, I have it. It's here.
And then
Look at that shit, man.
Thing that's jutting up in a triangular formation behind you. Is that a light candle holder?
That's a light. Yeah, that's actually a lamp. It's a lamp. It does things. Yeah, I've got some bells on it. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. They came off. Yeah! I've used these bells quite a bit, actually, for making love.
Yes. Ceremonial love-making bells.
Yeah, they're from Nepal.
Oh, what happened on the police blotter today? Oh, or is that just the Judge Joe Brown thing?
Oh, no, I went through the whole blotter earlier. Let's see. There was a woman who embezzled $90,000 from a youth hockey club who's going to do weekends in jail. Thought that was interesting.
Did she get to keep the money?
No, she actually paid back all the money. So she had a gambling addiction.
Why would you steal? I don't get it. Of all things to steal, don't steal money.
What?
And the only reason I say this is because there's always a paper trail. It's money. It's made of paper, so there's a paper trail for it. You're always going to get jacked when you steal money.
Yes, absolutely. This was a really complicated fraud, too, where she had like a fake bank account set up. She was the treasurer of this youth hockey team. She was soliciting donations.
You're the first person they're going to look at, idiot.
Of course. Of course. Apparently she thought she had a pretty good scheme going, and she was gambling it all away, and then magically went up to the Seneca Niagara, put it all on red, and she got lucky that day, and she was able to pay it back. So she only gets weekends in jail. That's nice. That's nice.
See, that's why I always thought that's a good idea. If you steal money, you have a 50-50 shot of like winning it back. And have you seen American Hustle?
No, it's on my Netflix list though.
Holy shit! Did you see Christian Bale in that?
No.
Wow. He is fat.
Really?
He is. Look at this. I'm gonna send you another thing here. Too bad there wasn't a feed of your conversation thread here on Facebook.
There can be. If you hang out with me on Google, you can do that.
Oh, you mean like Google Plus or whatever?
Yes. I think that's what this is.
Click on this gallery that I sent you.
Right.
Yeah, this website is great. You ever been to the Tribe?
I have. This is a good site. All right, Shapeshifter Christian Bale. Here we go.
It's the perfect mix of tits and butt.
Yeah, American Psycho. He's totally ripped, and then you go to the next one, The Machinist, and he's disgustingly skinny. Looks like he just walked out of a concentration camp.
Yeah.
Batman Begins. He's bulked back up.
He's like he's beefy in Batman Begins.
Terminator Salvation. He's kind of in the middle point, and then for the Fighter, ooh, back down to Machinist weight.
Yep.
And then back up for the Dark Knight. Yeah.
Looking good and out of the furnace, gotta say.
Oh, and an American Hustle. Holy shit! He's a fat ass!
Like Guile.
That's beautiful. I mean, he's gone back and forth between being ripped and being emaciated and skinny enough times.
You know, I bet you that one was the most fun to get into that. I would love an excuse just to get real fat.
You know, as long as we're talking about these Oscar-winning performances and physical transformations, I have to mention, I know we had talked before around Oscar time about the Dallas Buyers Club. Matthew McConaughey and Jared Leto, I believe, both won for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor for that movie. Fantastic movie, first of all. Matthew McConaughey is a bull rider who has a lot of unprotected sex in the 80s, finds out that he has AIDS, and he goes on this basically quest to kind of track down different medications from around the world, forms a club and kind of starts selling them to all these people who are afflicted with AIDS. In the beginning, he's like total bigot, totally hates gay people and everything like that, and rejects that he has AIDS because it's only gay people that get AIDS and this and that. But then in the end, he ends up befriending Jared Leto, who plays this transgender. I don't know what the appropriate terms are anymore with the men that are women and the women that are. I don't know, but anyway, he's a dude that dresses like
transgender.
Yeah, whatever it is. He's a guy who wears women's clothes. I don't know. I don't think he had the whole surgery and everything. I don't know where the line is drawn and that sort of thing. But whatever. Jared Leto, another guy who can transform himself physically in amazing ways. And just really, really hit it out of the park playing this transgender gentleman. And Matthew McConaughey, incidentally, he pulled a machinist. He is,
really?
Yeah, he's completely emaciated, all skinny. It's crazy, man. You wouldn't maybe expect that from Matthew McConaughey, not known for doing a lot of, real serious, hardcore acting parts. But wow, he did, and he hit it out of the park too. Both of those guys were just fantastic in that movie.
Hey, are you still on that the thing, the website with the Bale pictures?
Nope, I closed it.
Tell me that Bill is not the fighter version of Christian Bale. He looks just like him.
He was almost the machinist, but I think he's put on a couple of pounds over the past few years, so now he's a fighter.
He's a fighter. Do you think we'll ever see him? I could see after working at Delphi for several more years, he'll look like the out of the furnace version.
Oh yeah, he's right in that perfect sweet spot where you come out of having that amazing metabolism, so you're used to just eating whatever you want and it doesn't matter. He's coming right into that age where it catches up with you, and then you keep eating like that, of course, but the metabolism is no longer there, and you very quickly get fat. And that's when you go to your 10-year high school reunion and you see all of the skinny guys are all fat and alcoholic, and you laugh and laugh and laugh, and then you look in the mirror and realize that you're fat and alcoholic too. And you laugh and laugh and you all drink.
Circle. So American Hustle is where you go to where Bill goes to his 10-year reunion.
That's right.
But I'm going to say when Bill goes to his 20-year reunion, if you scroll down a little further, he's going to look like Exodus Christian Bale.
Ah.
Nice mustache and comb-parted hair, riding a black stallion.
He'll definitely be riding the black stallion, if nothing else.
If nothing else.
I don't know about the mustache. He always says he's going to do the mustache, and then I see him, and I'm like, and he's clean shaven. I'm like, what happened? He's like, oh, I tried, and I screwed it up, so I had to shave the whole thing off. That's his excuse every time.
That's my excuse, but the problem is mine. That's real. That's a real. I'm just not good at shaving. Is the problem.
Well, my facial hair only grows in certain places, so it makes it easy on me. I'd pick whatever one I want and just shave around that. You can't screw it up.
It's fail-proof.
I have Joe Dirt's facial hair, honestly. Yes, it grows in naturally, all white trashy like this.
Hey, in Carpool, how would you rate the beard performance of each individual? Rank from high to low. I go like, this is mine. And I'm going to exclude myself. You can't rate yourself.
Okay.
I say Redbeard, he's got the fullest, followed by Kyle, followed by you, then Bill.
I actually would totally agree with that. Although Kyle, I don't know, Kyle could give Redbeard a run for his money if he grew it out a little bit, but I don't think he will. He always seems to cut it down. As soon as it gets a little bit of girth, he gets uncomfortable and he cuts it.
I think you're right. He's got to commit,
He's got to commit to it, yeah. All he can commit to is marriage. That's just irresponsible.
Yeah. That is irresponsible. Fuck's his problem.
All right, Johnny. I love you, my friend, but I have got to go. We're in overtime, and I got shit to do.
All right, my friend.
All right.
Thursday?
No.
You're not doing it on Thursday?
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow? No, tomorrow's the arc.
Tomorrow's tomorrow's the Ark.
Friday?
What's Friday?
No, I'm talking about Noah in the morning.
Oh, no, in the morning. Thursday. Thursday. I'll be back Thursday.
Okay, see, you're confusing me over there.
I thought you were talking about Kennedy carpool practice.
No, I don't care about that.
Thursday, absolutely, we'll be here for the show. You want to talk on Thursday, my friend?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll talk to you then.
All right, buddy.
Enjoy your
Have a
day.
good one.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Mr. Jean Ben, as always, a joy to talk to. Thank you, Johnny. And that is where we must leave it, my good people of the universe. The Noah in the Morning show must end, as all good things and all bad things too must end. Everything ends. And this is where we end. Which side of that good-bad equation you put us on? You tell me. 716-402-4218, that's our phone number. I'll be back here 10 a.m. on Thursday. Ooh, yeah, Thursday. Until then, there will be Noah's Ark tomorrow, 6 p.m. That's right, that show's at night because we get crazy people. Thank you for listening. Western New York and the world. I love you. Good luck. Have fun.
Noah in the morning. Suck the last into you.